bit of the Hardy Bucks film.
Next thing you know, police come along.
Yeah, a lot more pressure, you know.
Some crazy things happening.
It's a different animal.
You couldn't have everybody crazy or it'd just be shouting.
I didn't want it to just look like it was 3 episodes of Hardy Bucks stitched together. We wanted to move Hardy Bucks from a TV series to a movie.
It's different this time because obviously it wouldn't be the film. The challenge is going to be on the road, like, and it's kind of like feels a bit deja vu with some of the kind of like I suppose you have to set up the characters and the dynamics a little bit.
It was a case of the lads getting back into the stride and getting back into character and getting back into acting.
About they recommend a pea-sized amount, but I go all fucking out, man. Never too fucking much, never too much, never too much.
Yeah, the wake scene, I suppose you put scenes like that in because they're kind of funny, aren't they? You know, it's a classic sort of black comedy scenario, really, where it's a case of obviously everything's meant to be very, very serious and respectful. So you throw Hardy Bucks into that, and obviously Eddie is just incessantly saying inappropriate things to Salmon because he's only there for one purpose, which is to fleece Salmon for his inheritance, you know, that he thinks he may or may not have.
I can feel a tear coming right down from my heart.
Saddened, you know.
They weren't very respectful at all. There was a bit of cheek out of them. Eddie invited me on a holiday, like.
See Salmon's at the face, man, you know.
Fairness, like,
So full of emotion.
Is he putting it on though?
What do you expect from them? They arrived and brought their own alcoholic drink as well, like.
People they know they never did before.
It's true.
It's not so much them getting into character, it takes a while, it's more just the actual process of acting that takes a little while to slip back into, you know, of not talking over each other or, you know, getting the lines down exactly, you know, because there's a lot of Hardy Bucks, they really enjoy doing ad-libs and throwing in lines.
Don't ever talk to me when I ask you something.
I'm pretty much the same person as the Boo. I don't change my voice, don't change my mannerisms, and it's just the same.
We're a bit like our characters. We're like a caricature of our real selves.
Yeah, exaggerated version. Like,
Yeah.
Martin and Chris came up with an idea,
Yeah.
and then we were incorporated into it. And then
People have different views of their friends as well. So Martin had a funny view of us.
Yeah.
So we played up to his view of what he thought we were like. So then that's how the characters kind of.
I'm shorter than the lads. I'm not the tallest of guys. I'm average height, by the way, and a great little worker. But Martin always thought that I was very strong, that I could batter fuckers bigger. For some reason, he thinks this. So he decided that the Boo should be a shadowy figure that's tough as nails. That's his perception of what I'm like. So
But I suppose the Boo has changed now. He became
an entrepreneur for some reason.
he became an entrepreneur then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you never were at the start.
Yeah. No.
No.
And nobody knows actually where that came out. You're a bit like who's a philosopher there? Aristotle or
Aristotle, yeah. This jacket actually was my brother's, and he was bringing a van over from London, a second-hand van over from London, and this happened to be in the back of the van. So whoever had it before me, then he started wearing it. Then he outgrew it and realised that he wasn't Fonzie, you know. And then my other brother started wearing it. Then I started wearing it.
Before fame, I was living at home with my parents, and after fame, I was living at home with my parents. I knew the lads from the school, and they came and asked me for a once-off, so I did that, and a year later they came back and said, would you be in it again? And then we got onto storyline, so we just decided to keep all the ones who were originally in it.
We've had really, really brilliant support all the way through the series. You know, any actors or people we needed to fill stuff in. There have been so many great characters that we've been able to just pick from in and around Swinford. So we've always had brilliant support.
I'll be a bit bigger than you.
Nah,
just marginally, like.
Nah. Yeah, actually. Huh? He's. Give me that hat.
He's bullying, bad form, he's bullying.
He looks like fucking. What's called that guy out of fucking Lord of the Rings? The big fucking guy that has it.
Oh, Treebeard.
No, the big guy.
Gandalf.
Well, we're here at me. This is my dad's, my grandparents, my great grandparents' house. where I currently reside. But yeah, as you can see, it's pissing down, as usual. 30 days rain in one night, you reckon?
In one night?
That's what they say. It depends on
It couldn't be in one night.
30 days in where, like...
30
Gran
days rain in
Canaria.
one night, it'd be like fucking Noah's Ark.
Yeah, exactly. Who says this shit anyway, you know?
8th of June today, and we have as much rain as we normally get in a month in the last 2 days, so that has really knocked us back a little bit in terms of what we can shoot.
Fucking 6 months rain in one day.
Yeah, I'd be looking forward to getting away from this, and it'd be exciting to see the road again. Yeah.
But I think with the weather the way it is here, and it looks like it's going to go on for a little while, we're better off just getting away and shooting in this continent, and then hopefully picking up a few days when we come back.
It just pissed down, and it was just absolutely relentless, you know, water everywhere, you know, and it was throwing down. And we were supposed to shoot for another couple of days in Swinford, but we just thought, let's just go, and we'll do those when we come back, you know, because let's just escape the rain.
Let's go then.
Come on, let's go! Fuck off! Fuck off!
Should we not go for 6 months?
6 months? The other day, some idiot in a fucking black Volkswagen Bora kept going past us. We were filming in the pissing rain just to go, shoo, shoo. Fellas, how you know? I've been after trying to do a road trip episode for ages, and originally it was supposed to be kind of across America, and maybe if this goes well.
Well, the plan as of an hour ago is that we will we'll get into the motorhomes, we will drive to Dublin, we'll get to ferry, and we'll head off. So, yeah, we're on the move, then we'll be heading for Amsterdam from there. Football is on the hub.
Yeah, we were going well. We got lost. Well, we took an alternative route going by Cheshire. Car came around and, like a fucking choreographed stunt, just nearly crashed into us, and that would have been a whole film fuck. It was crack.
Yeah, it was a nice scenic route.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it existed.
Fucking look at that.
Look at that, lads.
Jesus.
Whoa. Is there animation? No, surely.
Industry.
Is there sound on that as well?
There is.
We'd have to put some quaint music over it, but look at this.
Tunnel, people. The tunnel.
As I said to my wife, I have 3 kids at home, but all of a sudden now I'm going to have, 9 kids, whatever, so...
You know, it would have been lovely to stop off in all these different places and do little pieces and vignettes. We all agreed that we thought the fun was going to really start once they got into Europe. Did I think that any of the Hardy books might go off the rails in Amsterdam? To be quite honest, it's like managing a rock and roll band as well as making a movie. You know, you're taking these lunatics on the road, you know.
It's just like, what kind of place is this, like, you know? In my mind's eye, I was like, oh yeah, it's no thing, I've heard about this. And then when you see it up front, you're just like, it's kind of like, you don't even think it's real till you get here.
There's always that interesting notion of Hardy books being taken abroad, you know, and occasionally, whilst we were doing read-throughs of the script, you know, somebody would say, blah, 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 well, you know, on the holiday, and I go, what? And they go, you know, on the holiday, I say, sorry, the what? And they go, oh, did I say holiday? I said, yeah, you did say holiday. I was actually going to make a banner, right, that went across the inside of the motorhome saying, this is not a holiday.
Getting ready to film in the sex shop thing. Trying to remember the lines and stuff. I think it went well. It was easy the way he was a nice sound fella. Fucking through a sound. Quite a good looking man. No, not me. No, sorry, no.
Not me. I'm having sex the whole time. I'm having sex too much.
And if my parents ever see this, I touched nothing. I stayed away from everything when I was over here. But it's all an act.
Amsterdam, red light district, Amsterdam. Last night, kind of like Amsterdam actually. Really kind of gotten into it. Yeah, it's nice. Everyone's kind of relaxed. Changes of filming, right? You have disgruntled customers who've just blown their load, so they're probably not going to be too happy about that. Then you've got drug dealers who try and sell people cocaine, and then you've got prostitutes and pimps. So you get a whole tapestry of unsavory characters.
The camper van was actually an essential part of the journey, because that's what we were living in. You know, the lads were actually living in that motorhome. So again, the prop became the hotel. You know, so it's a case of you write stuff and you think, well, if they travel across in a motorhome, we can do it because we can travel across in a motorhome. But yeah, that's the beauty of low budget filmmaking. You know, it's actually great. You kind of have to make up a lot of things as you're going along. You know, and with Hardy Books, it's great because you've got the guys. You know, they are the cast. They're with us 24/7.
See that bull there? That bull is just a normal bull here. But if that was in Ireland, it'd be in the paper and there'd be fat lads around it just touching it. It'd be the best bull. It'd be like, you know, the top bull in its town.
Being in the camper vans, it's tight enough for sleeping and moving about and that. So hopefully when we get to Poznan, it'll be a bit more relaxed.
Just at a little local five-a-side football match in Swinford, which we're using what we've done is we've rebuilt. This is just a green screen set that we've got here. I think the last count, I think it was 300,000 extras. When we shot the final scene in Poland, outside the stadium, it was the Ireland-Italy game, and what I really wanted to do was use that as the backdrop, you know, because it's a great backdrop, and it was a case of, you know, we didn't fake this. We are here, you know, we're here in Poland at the game, and I was worried about that scene because I thought, there's going to be thousands upon thousands of drunk Irish fans all wandering around. How are we going to get this shot, you know? And it was quite tricky, you know. We were running around. It was like, shit, you know, quick, another take, quick, reset, you know. And it was just mayhem.
Bull scar! See you later.
I've been out to Poznan a couple of weeks before the shoot to do recce, you know, and it's an absolutely stunning city. It really, really, truly is. You know, but you look in the church, one of the church scene that we shoot, and it's just absolutely stunning. I think without doubt Poznan was the best place to shoot. It was just fantastic. When you're making a film for a micro budget, really, you know, one of the key things you need to do is write what you can afford, you know, or write about the locations you've got, you know. The gun range, for example, in Poznan, it's a case of looking at Poznan. Well, we need to go to Poznan. What is there in Poznan? You know, so look at everything that's in Poznan and go, there's a gun range, great. So you write the gun range scene in, you know, because it's what you've got, rather than trying to write stuff in and then thinking, shit, where can I get these props or these locations?
How long have you known? All my life, like, you know, you learn how to read. You learn me things I didn't know before I knew them, and then you told me them.
I'm here at the fucking gun club in fucking Poland then, where they let any countries come in and shoot fucking guns until you drop. I once remember on a phone call to some cunt from up Tubber Curry way. He was giving me shite and I said, listen man, your talk could be nothing against a fucking Magnum. Class. This thing is a target. That's pretend it's a lad up the town. Holy fuck! Jesus, she's a cuntish! Fucking hell. This is for all the cunts up the town who said I could never make it. This is Creeby up the town. Creeby, are you watching me now, are you? Creeby, you cunt! Creeby, you fucking stole my hash! Fuck you. Don't fuck around with me, you daft cunt, you. Imagine that outside a fucking chipper on a Saturday evening. Death zone. Maybe I can even transport some of these guns back to Ireland.
But I think here I should say something like, Roman, who's Roman? And I wouldn't say I've got your hat, I should say, I have your hat, I have your hat.
Once we were going abroad and overseas, we did need key actors to fill certain roles. I mean, we got a guy called Daniel Olbryski who plays Roman. Now, he's actually Poland's biggest actor. You know, he's an absolute East European acting legend. You know, he's the kind of Michael Caine or Jack Nicholson of Eastern Europe.
You're not going to shoot us, Mr. Muscle.
No, I'm not going to shoot you. Of course, I don't shoot your friends for 5,000 euros of Hajj. That's stupid. But if you don't know, how you say, a bit of crack.
Hilarious.
So, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Excuse me for the...
Then get someone to cut us free. Trying to break it.
Do you have a knife?
Making any kind of TV programme, or particularly films, you know, you're faced with an inordinate amount of challenges. You know, it really is a constant case of like, how can I overcome this challenge? How can we make this work? How can we make that work? You know, and particularly on a micro-budget feature, which this was, all of those challenges are magnified. You know, we had a really, really tiny crew, which was necessary to be able to take everybody right across 8 countries from the west of Ireland across to the east of Europe, you know, and back again, and make a movie on the kind of money we were making. So the crew had to be tiny, so a lot of people were wearing a lot of hats as well, so that made things even more difficult.
Go for a take. Okay, stand by. Roll sound. Roll sound.
I mean, we've shot a couple of series in Swinford, you know, and there are problems that always crop up anyway, you know, but this seemed a bit more magnified. The shoot was 5 weeks in total, and you know what? It was just absolutely fantastic. It really was. I think the guys hadn't been in each other's pockets prior to making the movie. It was a really great bonding session for them. We had some very, very interesting situations with the motorhomes. We got stranded for a day coming back because the battery was completely flat. I crashed the motorhome into McDonald's, which wasn't good. That was another incident. But we really had to hoof it back because of the breakdown issues. We had to really it was and it's a long, long drive. But coming back, we were doing like 16 hours, you know, just driving straight. Yeah, it was great to get back, you know. It was a fantastic trip, it really, really was. It was great to get back to Ireland. The very last thing we shot was the phantom footage, which was for the title sequence. And we thought we'd save that for last because that was just a really, you know, we just had a really good laugh on the football pitch doing that. That was a very stress-free day. You know, it was great fun to shoot, and it was a nice way to round off the movie. Hardy Bucks 2. Well, we're just writing the next movie, so it certainly won't involve travelling across 8 countries to Europe and back, but definitely going to make another movie.